Hello YouTubers, this is Edward here at the Foreigner Escapes to Philippines. We got the solar crew guys up on the roof right now doing a little panel cleaning, and we had the inspection today by the power company engineer, and he made a couple program changes in the inverters, but that's it. Everything else checked out, and he's going to sign us off on that. So now it's just a matter of signing the net meter agreement, and hopefully it's going to be okay where we can sign it and just send it. But if we have to negotiate, that's going to increase the time, which I found out is going to increase the time before we get the meter anyways, because two other government agencies are now involved at this point. The NEA, National Electric Association, they're the ones that make up this net metering contract. And that's the ones you have to negotiate with, not the designated utility at each of the provinces. Now you have to go through the National Electric Association, because they're the ones with the big powerful lawyers, right? They're the ones that are going to fight you in a court if you're not accepting the contract they're pushing in your face. That's the way I interpret why they did that. But we're going to see. I haven't seen the contract yet. I should see it by tomorrow. Then at that point, if we sign it and accept it, and send it back to the NEA, then they approve it, and then they have to send it on to the second government agency, the ERC. What is it? The Electric Regional Corporation or something. And anyways, that's the top. Energy. Oh, I can't think of the name right now, but that's the top. ERC, right? And once then they have to approve it, and then it goes back to the designated utility, which in our case it's Zeneco in this province. Then at that point, then they give us in writing when they can install the meter. So we're looking at 3 more months, I bet you. That's just my guess. We'll see how it goes. Just step by step by step. Like I say, all these agencies never done this before, so it's all new. They're making all kinds of changes, and every time they make a change, it just takes longer for the process. So anyways, the only guy losing on that, of course, is the guy at the very bottom, which is Lilibeth and I, right? We're having to eat all the electric costs every single day that it's delayed. And how are you going to fight that? Maybe if you bring it to a court, maybe 3 years from now, you're going to get a judgment, and then you probably won't ever recover all your costs because of lawyers anyway. So you're kind of screwed. So I don't know what's going to happen, and we'll see. Once I see the contract, we'll see how bad it is. But I don't have my hopes up very high on that. But anyways, it's been a beautiful day today, as you can see. But the wind now in the summertime starts coming from the west. See, the breeze is coming from the west. That's where the sun is setting over there. And there's massive burning going on over there because we had such dry weather. So people are taking the opportunity, and in the Philippines, that's what they like to do, just burn, clear cut, burn. They clear cut, and then they burn their property off to harvest all the trees on it, or whatever their new agriculture they're building on that land, whatever. And every island you go to, that's what the Filipinos love to do, is burn all day long as much as they possibly can. They sweep it up, they burn it, or they clear cut and they burn everything for miles. It's a lot of these are loggers, right? The loggers, they're the ones raking in the money on this whole deal, because they don't give, just like the utilities, they don't give what the product is worth to the people that own the land, right? They always cheat them, and that's what's going on here. And it's just like every country, Brazil or whatever country in the third world, that's what happens, right? They're just raping what resources are left on the land, And you get these corporations and these big buyers in there, and they lowball you, and a lot of the people here are so poor they just accept it right away, and then these big buyers and corporations get super rich, and the landowners have just a tiny little pittance to live by. It's the way of the world, it seems like. But anyways, so all that ash from burning's been going in the pool all day long. I mean, this is the dirtiest I've ever seen. It's the most ash I've ever seen. And here's a piece here. I don't know if you can see it. See that black piece? And it's throughout every depth of the pool, from the surface all the way to the bottom. You can see it here, maybe. There's black on the top, black in the middle, black on the bottom. Pieces of ash everywhere. I mean, this looks good compared to what it was, because we've been non-stop vacuuming and non-stop netting the pool all day long. It's just been a chore. So we're still fighting it. It looks like the ash has stopped dropping now because it's getting late in the day and the winds have died way down. So you just have a tiny, tiny breeze now. But yeah, it's always something. You want to keep something nice, it's hard work. There's always something trying to punch you in the gut, punch you in the groin, kick you from behind. It's a constant battle. So you got to try to keep a good attitude. If you don't, the stress is going to kill you. Which I'm high strung, so the stress is probably going to do me in early. Even though I try to, have a light humor of it, but you can only do so much, and it drives you to drink. My gosh, in my older age, I try to kick down or lessen the amount of beer I drink. I don't drink hard stuff my whole life, wine and liqueurs and liquors and whiskeys and all that. It's terrible for me. I've never acquired a taste for it, and I don't like it. But beer I like. So, throughout my life, off and on, I was a social drinker. In my retirement, I've drank a lot more than I ever have in my life, and I'm trying to cut that down because it's really not good for your health in your older age. It really is not. And then you get a lot of stress coming in. So, oh, I need a beer. Pop one open. So anyway, one thing I'm real happy, the guys do great work. I mean, look at this. This is a temporary, it's not temporary. We can change this switch right here, this breaker right here, to a push button for their emergency shutdown. This is on the DC side, right? The wires come in here from the panel, your solar panels, and then go down into this emergency shutdown breaker right away. So it shuts down everything going, all your power, DC power going to your inverters right away. My dad commented to me earlier today. I haven't answered him yet because I've been so busy all day, but one thing that he mentioned is that is there a automatic switch that switches from, if there's a power outage, switches to the grid power or the solar power. And the answer to that is no, because I don't have off-grid system here. I don't have battery banks. So this is all an on-grid solar system. So if the grid goes down, my solar production goes down. But eventually I'm going to get some batteries because we have a lot of power outages here. But they did this all-day blackouts last Saturday. And since they've come back up online, today's Monday, so it's only been 2 days since they've done it, but we haven't had one blackout, which is amazing. That blows my mind. So a lot of that line from the substation into Piton all the way out here, it's probably 2/3 or 3/4 of the way is all brand new line. They just put the power to it yesterday and got rid of the old uninsulated line all upstream of where we are. So now there's only maybe 10 kilometers between the uninsulated old line and our place. So already I see a huge difference. I mean, we were so bad there for a while. It was 5 to 7 blackouts a day for the last 6 weeks. And now, we'll cross my fingers, knock on wood, I haven't seen any blackouts since then. So anyways, everything's looking real good right now. We'll see what happens. But right now, like I say, it's toward the end of the day, and we're just making maybe 2,000 watts. The sun's getting pretty low there, and the guys are on the shade side panels, cleaning those right now, and then they'll switch to the other side. So we got panels both sides of this. I think I got 16 panels this side, and I got 12 on this side, so east-west. And then I have another 6 panels up here on top of the generator building. So it's like I say, it's triple the panels I really need for my production. And hopefully that turns into credits someday if I ever get my meter. John! So John's swimming the pool again. He's doing his afternoon thing in the pool. Even though there's a little ash in it, it's still pretty darn clean. So he's enjoying his afternoon. And that's about it for this afternoon. Just another beautiful day in the Philippines. You know, despite your daily grind of trying to make things work and try to improve yourself and your family for the future, you know, it's a beautiful thing here in the Philippines. There's so many advantages. I mean, it's like a Garden of Eden here. I mean, stuff grows so fast everywhere. You ain't never gonna starve here, no matter what happens. Yeah, it's hot. I think we had up to 94 degrees today. That's pretty warm, but if you stay in the that is in the shade. But if you got a little cool breeze on you, you're probably okay. I try to avoid it as much as I can during the midday and get inside an air con. But yeah, we're looking real good. Guys up there up on the roof right now, putting a little water to the panels. We should be good to go. Tower's looking good. I got rid of the bird nest up in the peak of the roof here the other day. And there's a couple eggs in there. But yeah, just keeping you guys updated on what we did here. I'll give you one more view of the area that the guys prepared to receive the export meter. But like I say, now that I know that 2 more government agencies are involved with the process of the net metering agreement from here, which I didn't know about. I didn't read that in the law, and it probably isn't part of the law, and they're just trying to extend it. But see, that can all be cashed out later. But right where this breaker is now, that's the inlet and the outlet of the export meter. That's where it's going to set. For now, it's just a straight line, you know, going to the grid. So right now we got a lot of power. We still got the pool pumps going and laundry going, and we're still using like 4 kilowatts. So we've used a lot of electricity today because of the ash in the pool and because of all the testing. We didn't get a full day of use on the solar. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of that pretty soon. So we lost a little money for a little progress on the system, but that's okay. So once in a while you just have to do that. There's no choice. Unless you just want to do nothing and just laze around and die in your bed. I mean, that's what I say to a lot of people. What do you want to do? Just laze around, eat, drink, and die in your bed? So I like to keep busy. makes you feel alive. Just fighting your way through it every day, fighting the good fight, right? So anyways, take care, tubers, and sorry I've been getting good thumbnails on my videos lately. I've just been bushed this week. I've just been so busy, so the content's kind of lacking a little bit there, and my subscription numbers show that. But if you see this for the first time, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'll try to keep getting better on the content, bring you some information. If you want information about the Philippines, if I have the knowledge, ask it in the comments, and I'd be happy to try to answer you. I try to answer all the comments that come in best that I can. So appreciate you guys watching the videos. Take care.